in IYABO OJO'S words, she knows more than she can bite. Actress, that's why they called you a failed actress. VTM said it, I'm not the one, and I agree with him. To show that you are the one that people were watching. Kalebe, sure. Anyway, as we were saying, let's continue. We will get sense. Upon inquiry about the circumstances leading to the emergency, meaning they inquired about the circumstance of Mohbad. They asked them question. Listen to it here. Upon inquiry about the circumstances leading to the emergency, our team was informed that the deceased was being treated at home by a nurse and that she administered injection on him. Our team thereafter advised that the body be taken to the nearest government hospital where it can be deposited in the morgue. So Perez advised them to take him to the morgue. But what did they do? Their house is the morgue. They chose to carry Mohbad to the morgue at home. Let it be known that Mr. Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba Aka Mohbad was not a patient. When they say not a patient, it means that they never admitted him. They never took care of him. They never gave him medication. They never registered him alive. When you go to hospital, emergency, they will tell you, go and pay. Pay for consultation, pay this, pay that. Meaning, Mohbad never got a form, never got a first aid treatment, according to them. Not me. Not me. Please go and munch it and come and show us, I beg. You are saying who? Or shall I say she's no more for justice? She's not. She's out of justice for Mohbad. Was she even in for justice for Mohbad? She was an anti-justice. So what is she trying to do? Is she trying to be a comedian? She's a failed comedian. She's not in for justice. Was she for justice for Mohbad before? As she show her injustice for Mohbad. Tell her because see that. Yes, mommy.
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, everyone on the panel.
Okay, let me quickly finish reading this, please, ma'am. Let me just quickly.
Okay.
Yes, let me quickly read this off so that people digest it. Let it be known that Ilerioluwa Oladimeji was not a patient of Perez Medical Hospital and was never admitted at our hospital at any material time whatsoever. Also, the nurse who was said to be administering treatment on him at home is not a staff of Perez Medcare Hospital. And the video of the medical facility circulating in the media space in which the late Mr. Ilerioluwa Oladimeji is seen alive and receiving treatment is not Perez Medicare Hospital. Thank you very much. I'm mute. Please, Mama, continue. Mami, Irianu, you can mute and speak, please. Mami, Irianu, please.
Yeah, I'm with you, my darling. My question was,
yes, ma'am.
When they took Mohbad to this hospital, you know, here in England, when you took a patient or anybody to the hospital, either by you driving that patient there or by being assessed by the, or you call the ambulance, what the medic crew will do first is to assess the patient. And that is where safeguarding comes in. For us here, I'm dealing with children. My safeguarding is to know that that child is not subject to any form of abuse, and to know that when a child comes into my care, my environment, their safeguarding is paramount. That is the first thing I look for, and my environment is also safe for them. Now, if I now have a patient in front of me, either brought dead or not, it is for me to assess that person. When they took Mohbad to this hospital, did they see anything like the blood dripping out of him, like the police wrote in their statement that he was bleeding profusely? Did they see anything? Did they actually write down their observation in the medic record? Because either it took a card from them or not, the truth remains that he came into their vicinity, and what they see is what if they see a mark on his left hand, they will draw the diagram. There's the mark on the left hand. There's a bruise on his face. There's a mark on his head. Those are the things that they will have to write down. That by the time the time that this patient was admitted or brought to us, this is what we notice. It might not even be the cause of death, but this is the state in which the body is or was. Is there anything like that from this Perez hospital? That is my question.
Hey, Mama, I don't know. The parents would have to be the one to, maybe when they interview them, because even they would have accessed the body, or they might have not accessed the body. Maybe they accessed the body in the car. Because sometimes some hospitals, because their ward is always full, the moment they see a patient, they'll first of all, maybe people rush with the car and everything. They will quickly check. If there is life in the person, they quickly bring the person out. And immediately, even from there, from the car, they start doing, respiratory rates and, the CPR, try to do vitals and all that. And
so why they are checking his vitals, did they not see that he has a bruise on his head? Or there is a gauze somewhere patch in his head? Because before you can confirm somebody dead, you have to assess him and also check his pulse and all that. Does that mean that they did not check, or they just look at him? Because mere looking at him, maybe you might not see the bleeding area, or you might not see the gauze that is patched on his head, but they actually have to touch his the vital pulse to know if he's still breathing, if he's alive somewhere. So did they not see that he was bleeding from somewhere profusely, like the police, Nigerian police said in their
sorry, ma. Can I say something, please? Good afternoon, ma. Thank you for your submission. Yes, ma. Iriano, I like your submission, ma. What you have just said would happen only in abroad. Unfortunately, Nigeria is happening to everyone. Just like you have said, this is where safeguarding. If I were to be carrying out a CQC check on Perez, I'll shut it down. Honestly, because they did not
as well. Both of them are together.
And Pyramid, they did not meet the standard of practice.
We cannot say that yet. Do you know why?
Of their profession.
Do you know we cannot say that yet? Because we do not know what was written on the card, on their form that Wummi did not give to Baba Mohbad.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Because there's an upon inquiry about the circumstances. The earlier stage when I was always talking about them, I said in the hospital, what I know is that from there they start asking you questions. Doctors
there were no proper examination of the body.
They would have seen it. But
what they would confirm him dead then?
They only tested for vitals.
They confirmed BID. They confirmed BID. Now, on the paper that they gave her to take to the morgue, they would have written the story in it. And that is why they're refusing to give the father-in-law the paper when they needed it.
Yes, because in that medical report, they are obliged by the law to write what they see.
Exactly, everything.
So that means the reason why she did not give the medical report to Baba is because she knew that right then something they will see what
of death.
God bless
and the period the nurse treated. Because in hospital, sorry to cut you, Mama. In the hospital, when they ask you, how old is this person? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is. Then they'll say, what happened? Oh, while we were eating, at so time, I saw him. He was like having a slurred speech, blah, blah, blah. At what time? At 2:00. his voice started changing and started having. I'm just talking based on paralysis now, right?
Yeah.
Then
Sorry,
mommy. Did you notice he wasn't breathing, ma'am? Go ahead.
Could it be that Perez and Kuramed would say everything they know when they get to court?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. They are not ready to lose their
It is must for them under the law. Like somebody said now, Morire, he said we're castigating our country. No, we're not. We're just pointing out a bad practice. We're not. We will be. No, we will not be justified by saying everybody, all the practitioners in Nigeria, they are not doing their job. No. But this one, that is why I said we do not know what was written on the medical reports. And because we don't know, we cannot say they did right thing or wrong until we know. But what I'm trying to say is, the line of their practice would have been before you confirm somebody dead. There's a lot of procedure that you have to follow before you. That is why if not even a nurse can pronounce anybody dead.
It's a doctor's job.
It has to be a doctor, and before even a doctor will pronounce somebody dead, he must carry out some procedure on the patient. Now, my question that was already answered was, what did they wrote on the medical report that make Wummi not want to give it down? Because everything they saw on the body of Mohbad should have been written down according to the law. That is the law that guides them for their practices. Yes.
Yeah. I think one of the things they would have done when Mohbad cops was brought him, or I don't know, when Mohbad cops came in, they'll do a body map on him. There's something you call a body map.
Thank you, Precious.
They are going to check all his body.
The whole assessment of the body, full assessment.
Everything, because that's what they call it in the UK. But they need to do a body map. There's a form for that. You know, even if it's pronounced dead already, the nurses or the healthcare assistant is going to assist the nurse to do a body map on the patient. You will check him very well. Check all the entire skin. Because if you don't do, because some of these patients has got goat teeth or something, you know, when their family comes, you are in trouble.
God bless you.
Are in trouble.
That is the reason why they have to come to the coroner, the hospital themselves, to defend what was written, and they should have a copy of what was given.
Yeah, there's always a copy. There should be a copy. That's why if they try to drag in those hospitals into it, they'll bring out their evidence. Because they did it. They did everything. They did everything before they could have given Wummi that report. And they were not supposed to give Wummi alone the report. I've never seen where a wife goes to the hospital to collect his husband's death report. I don't know, but they're not supposed to give it to Wummi because Wummi and some family members were supposed to come in. Whatever they wrote in that report, she too will check all her husband's body to see if there's any fresh mark before he gave up because of something. So everything everything would have been written there, but because it's Wummi now, she cannot try it and release that report. But they have a copy of it. That's if Papa Mohbad's legacy is going to allow the legacy to go there themselves and get that report. There should be a copy of it with them.
Okay, the second hospital, did they also confirm him dead? And if they do, did they also carry out their own observation on him before they allow them to remove his body from their premises?
Mommy, listen. You know, Nigeria is different from abroad. You know, it's different. Do you know why I said it's different? They may have brought the guy's body into the hospital. They will tell them, go back and go and bring police reports. Stupid people. They will not even check anything.
So
they just go back and go and bring police report. That's the problem. That's the problem. So we don't know if they did anything. Except the other hospital gave them reports as well. They want to cover their back now. Make I lost my pin because of waiting. Even the doctors, the nurses, they are scared because any little thing the National Nursing Organization association will just take the appeal from them, and that's the end of your career.
Yeah, that is why I'm trying to say that we might have 2 medical reports. There's a possibility of 2.
Protect their skin as well.
Exactly.
They do not meet the standard ethics of their profession. This is negligence. For having not been able to, if they did not assess the whole body.
Okay, you know one thing. We really can't say if they did not. Sorry, Mom, I'm sorry to cut you. We really can't say if they did not check the whole body.
Okay.
Because we haven't seen the stuff. But for the fact that they stated it here, that they did everything, they checked his peripheral and all that. These are the public one that they can release. Any other private thing, because the patient is still a patient, you have to still keep the cause or whatever of death or what you are diagnosing in a way private.
The same mistake the police made when Baba took his body to them and they allow the dead body to leave their promises is the same mistake those 2 hospitals. Somebody is already dead and you know that it is not that it's slump. You can see mark on him, and then you cannot conclude that this might be criminal offense and want to say, okay, go and get the police before I release this body to you. They now want them to take the body themselves to the morgue. They should have hold on to that body and say, go and get a police before we can release to you, and charge them for criminality.
Well, it depends on the story they shared, because according to them, a nurse treated, blah, blah, blah. So they would just look at it that maybe, and they claimed on their way to the hospital, in fact. They could have lied that, oh, this one is slumped and hit head or whatever. Or while they were fighting, maybe they would have said the truth. Or let's look at it. What if the nurse had come to stitch Mohbad's head and stitched it perfectly well? You understand? Padded it well and all that. They might look at that. What happened there? They'll say, no, that one is normal. You had it before. But this was the injury that caused it. That's forearm. And the nurse came to treat the forearm narrative.